Well, Gerald, you know it's going to be a hard-fought game against Air Force. I know you didn't start the way you probably hoped to, but the start to the second half I thought was kind of a big difference for your team to kind of break that close game open. What happened to start that second half? Do you think that got you that separation you needed?
Just like I told Keith, when you come out, we made a couple shots, a couple of, I'm going to say a couple of not tough ones, but ones that we've been missing, and we got a couple of easy ones, and I think most importantly, what we kept doing is defending, and when you can go against a team because of the pressure they put on you, like Air Force, if you can get 3 or 4 stops in a row and you can score 3 of those, and you can extend that lead a little bit, it takes a lot of pressure off your team. And then I think that helps you offensively, because now every defensive possession isn't like so demanding and so tough. All of a sudden it's like, okay, we can, if we mess up, we're still up 6 or 7. It's not possession for possession, and I think then that helps you relax a little bit offensively.
Speaking of your defense, you had to be happy. I mean, hold them to 26%. They threw in some tough shots tonight at the same time.
They did. They you know what? I told people coming in. I mean, I people don't understand. They had Boise down 70-40 in game 1 of their series with 4 minutes and 40 some seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They can score points. They score points. They got 3 or 4 kids that can flat score, and you know what? I after our defensive effort, when did we play? I don't know what today is. After our defensive effort on the first game, I think we held them to 49 points. I was like, guys, I don't think that's going to happen again. We have to find a way to get us a few more points. And lo and behold, these guys surprised the heck out of me and go, well, Coach, we're going to hold them to 46 points. And, we only scored, you look, and that's crazy how a game goes. You hold them to 3 less than what they had last time, and we only scored 4 more than what we had last time. But then all of a sudden that gives you that double digit win, and then during that time period, I think we got up 15 or something like that. And once again, that just kind of gives you a little bit of a breather, if you want to say. But yeah, I'm so proud of our team and the way they came out and played these 2 games, because I know everybody knows they're going to be hard fought for 40 minutes, however long the game's going to go, because they're not going to give up. And I'm happy with the way we responded.
What has it been with Diney these last 2 games, just finding a way to free yourself up inside?
A lot of it's matchups that they have, and I think a couple times they really have a 4 or a 3, just because of their lack of size guarding her, and we were able to get her the ball a couple of those times. But she worked really, really hard. We worked. My staff did a great job of game planning, both defensively and then offensively. And we thought there was some times that if we could get the ball on the floor, we're not great at it. We're getting better at it, but we could get some post pinches to her where she could score. And she worked really hard on the back end of that zone, and we were able to get her a couple of easy shots there, and then she was able to finish them. So it's a good matchup for her. We always talk about, I don't care what level you're at, you always talk about whether in what sport, it's about matchups. And sometimes you just go, how does that team always give that other team fits? And sometimes it's just about matchups. And I thought for these 2 games, that's where we were on the plus with the matchup, and she proved us right.
What about Jade tonight? She looked a lot more aggressive, maybe a lot more comfortable, especially maybe in the first half and early in the second half.
Yeah, I thought Jay hit some big shots for us. She put the ball on the floor aggressively. She's just getting better and better. But I have to say again, I know Snyder had 13 points. That's about 7 below her average or so, 6 or 7. She had some tough shots, but that was Jay's match for 2 games. And, I'm going to say what an effort. Now, once again, it's not always Jay, but the majority was the match, and we took care of it. And to go with a really, really good player. Snyder has the ability to score. She's got a great soft touch. This is one of those that gets up and just hangs on the rim and falls in. But to go 2 games with her with a defensive effort that we basically hold her to under her average for, for 2 games. Once again, what an effort by Jay and the rest of the group on her. But you're right, Jay had a great 2 games.
Well, now you've been close on the road. You kind of get back on the right track. G, how do you kind of propel yourself going back on the road to face Nevada later in the weekend? I know you haven't looked at Nevada, but how do you maybe build upon this and kind of create that positive with the girls?
Well, we told them, crazy or not, we told them a couple of days ago that we can't feel sorry for ourselves after Boise, and that we need to get back and get to work, and because I think we can win the next 6. I mean, that's just now that's a tough thing, but I think if we play defensively like we do, and we can score a few more points, and we prove we can score points against Boise. And this team's hard. This team's hard to score against. So once again, I can say ask Boise. The one game they didn't get in the 50s, but we just got to prepare. Like you said, we just got to go and do what we do. We're a defensive team. We got to figure out who we got to stop and how we got to stop them. And we'll run some motion and a few sets and see where we have maybe some mismatches, and then on the road, you got to have some breaks. You just got to have some breaks happen for you. I go back to the Boise game, and like you said, especially the second one, we were right in it to the end, and they had a shot go in that probably doesn't go in most of the time, but it did, and we took a chance on a defensive play, and it didn't work, so it came down to 2 possessions. So we cleaned those up, and right now what I tell our kids, David, is we're taking one game at a time. We go in thinking we can win every one, but you know what? It's not right now to me with this crazy year. It doesn't matter. Winning and losing will take care of itself. We just got to keep playing hard, and a little bit smarter and better each time. And if we do that and we can get to or through the end of the season, I think we'll be a pretty tough out.
Are you starting to feel a little bit more efficient offensively here as you get deeper into this situation?
I thought against Boise, yes. I mean, I'm not disappointed with the way we played offensively, especially today. Like you said, I thought we made some big shots. Alba sometimes is her own worst enemy. She misses a shot or 2, and then she starts out thinking that. And we told her, hey, I just need you to put a little bit more arch on your shot like you do every day in practice. And she got the one there in the third quarter and got her feet set, and it looked really, really nice. And now you hit that, and I think we have those capabilities. Like you said, Jay can shoot it. She's scoring different ways. Obviously, we know Quinn can shoot it. She just hasn't shot it well this year, but she's going to. McKinley Bradshaw showed she can score a lot of points, not just these 2 games. It just is the way it goes, and we know Alba can. So, I think we're going to be fine. But you know what? As long, I know it's not pretty unless you're old school, but we keep grinding it out defensively. And what I'll say is night in and night out, if you can do that, you'll give yourself a chance to win. It's you're not just relying then on going, well, it's not a good offensive night tonight. So yeah, I think we'll get better offensively.
Hey, a win's a win, right?
A win's a win. I ain't giving any back. And like I said, before this win, outside of Gonzaga, if I'm right, I think this is the first double-figure game outside of Gonzaga. I mean, every other one's gone right down to the wire. So this is, once again, this is one of the first ones that we've had a little breathing room at the end.